Good morning. Welcome to Handmade by Julia Quinn. I have my card that I used in our colour challenge last night and the colour inspiration challenges to share with you. I've used the Brilliant Butterfly Brilliance stamp set and created a lovely card. Now the colours that were in the challenge were Tahitian Tide, Daffodil Delight, Parakeet Party, and also Night of Navy, which I absolutely love. I love blues and greens and the way they blend together. So I'm pretty excited about these colours. And the inspiration photo for the challenge was this stunning bird, absolutely stunning. If you want to find out more information about the bird and the colours, you just head to my blog at handmadebyjuliaquinn.blogspot and you'll see more information there. But anyway, let's get down to making this card for you. Now, my card is actually a Z fold, as you can see there. So it's just a basic fold card folded in half again. But these two panels are the main panels. And I find the best way to use this Brilliant Butterfly Brilliant stamp set is to use it on my Stamparatus. It enables me to, especially when you're doing a technique like this, you can use it over and over again, okay? So just stick that onto there. Now I'll bring this down to show you what I'm doing. So what I'm actually doing to create colour on all these butterflies is using my Stampin' Write markers. Now these are water-based, not like the stamping blends, which look like this. These ones are alcohol-based, so the bigger ones. And you can't use that technique on this because they don't stay wet enough for you to stamp with and actually stain your rubber stamp because these are permanent markers. But these water-based Stampin' Write markers that they come in the sets of the colours are very, very versatile and really great for adding colour to your stamps. The markers, as with the blends, have a brush tip end up one end and a writing tip end up the other end. And to do this technique, markering straight onto your stamps, you use the brush tip end. And so I'm going to just add colour by colouring all over that red rubber. This technique actually does work better on your red rubber stamps than the photopolymer. It does work, but it actually is much easier on your red rubber ones. Okay, now I'm going to, you see I haven't coloured in the whole butterfly. I'm just colouring bits and pieces, or sort of the middle and then the outside edges. You might have guessed I love this Parakeet Party. I am a big fan of green. If you don't know, I'm Julia and I'm addicted to green. But this is such a bright, happy colour. Okay, that's probably enough of that. And my second favourite colour is Tahitian Tide. I'm a big fan of that as well. So this butterfly here is going to be a combination of Parakeet Party and Tahitian Tide. Okay. What else do I do? I'll do some Tahitian Tide down the centre of this butterfly. Quite a lot done there. Okay. And a bunch on the centre of this little butterfly as well. Okay. Now my Daffodil Delight, I'm going to add to the large swallowtail here with my Parakeet Party. By all, really I should have put the Daffodil Delight on first before the Parakeet Party, so I didn't get any Parakeet Party on my tip. But that should be okay. Now what else am I going to use the Daffodil Delight on? Maybe this one here. That's a bit of a risk doing it with the Tahitian Tide, isn't it? I'll just scribble that off. Okay, my Night of Navy. Put some Night of Navy over the outside edges of this one with the Tahitian Tide. Here we go. Some here on that one. I might put some more Tahitian tide on this one over here. Now, is that all of our butterflies done? Any bits that I need to do? I'll just blend a little bit over there. Okay, pop them aside. I will need them later on. Now I've got my 2 panels here. One for the inside and one for the front. I just got to move this back. So if I pop this about there, I haven't put it right down. Put my, by rights I should have done this before I started colouring. That would have been more sensible. And it doesn't actually need to be straight, really, because the butterflies are sort of fluttering. Okay, so that looks good. What I'm going to do next is use my spritzer and just re-moisten these butterflies a bit, which will make them bleed a little and create a little bit of a watercoloured look on the butterflies. Just give them a bit of a do-do-do. Okay, and then press them down using my Stamparatus. Give it a good rub. Let's have a look. Oh, I need to add more pressure just there on that one. More pressure on this one. The beauty of the Stamparatus is this repeat stamping, and more pressure on this one up here. Works an absolute treat. Okay, how are we going? That looks pretty good. I love that bright colour. Give a bit more to the large one here. There we are. So that's that one done. And I'm also going to do a couple of butterflies for the inside of my card. But because it's the inside of my card and I want to be able to write a greeting inside to whomever I'm going to give this card to, I'm only going to, just cleaning off my, the chamois is brilliant at cleaning off your stamp on the Stamparatus, isn't it? Okay, so because this is going to be the inside one, I'm only going to colour that butterfly and that butterfly. Just move my magnet. So, rightio. So this one up here, and give it a bit of Tahitian tide in the middle, I think. Some parakeet party on the outside edges. And lots of parakeet party on this one. And maybe, I haven't tried this combination before, a little bit of Night of Navy on the edge of the parakeet party there. It's quite a strong colour. We'll see how that looks. Maybe put that on there. Okay, and again, give it a bit of a spritz. Oop. I think I need to clean my nozzle. It's going crazy. Okay, and stamp, 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 stamp. How'd we go? Magnifico. Now I do have other shadows because I didn't clean it as spectacularly as you thought I did. But I am going to do some more to my panels to make them super artistic and pretty and stuff, and a celebration of colour. So that will all be camouflaged as we go along. Okay, I'll just bring in my stamping mat here. The first thing I'm going to do is, now this Brilliant Butterfly stamp set comes with coordinating dies called Butterfly Wings, I think. And one of the dies is exactly the same as all of these butterflies. So I made a stencil using vellum so I could see where I was going, and I'm going to add a bit of colour to just fill in those butterflies a bit more. I don't need you anymore, I can put you away. I'm going to use a bit of Parakeet Party with my blending brush and just add a bit of colour, trying not to get any ink off the edges. there, maybe a bit parakeet party here as well. How did we do? That look pretty? Okay, so that's that. And then some more. Which ones will I make parakeet party for the front of my card? I think I'll do this one because it's basically fairly green anyway. And I'm going to do that one, Daffodil Delight. I have to do another one, Parakeet Party. How about this one down here? Keep it lifted a bit with some Parakeet Party ink. Okay, so that's the Parakeet Party done. Now some Tahitian Tide on this one. My jacket's rustling a little bit. I was going to take it off because I know it's noisy when I'm filming, but I got chilly. I'm a bit of a cold frog, so I had to pop it back on again. So I apologise for the lovely sound effects you're getting. Okay, and last of all, some Daffodil Delight. On this lovely large one here. And the one up the top. There we go. How'd we go? Doesn't that fill it in and make them more beautiful, if that's a word? All right, now we're going to do a bit more stamping, make it look even more artistica. And I've got this great stamp set, Quiet Meadow, which I really love. I love the words, but I really love these bits for extra bit of artisticness. So I'm just going to stamp the words and some Daffodil Delight, continually stamping a bit more up there, and on my inside bit as well while I'm stamping. I didn't check to see if they're up the right way. There we go, and a couple up there. How's that? All right, so that's the Daffodil Delight complete. Pop that one away, and then the same stamp set, Quiet Meadow, I'm going to use the splodge. And splodges are brilliant because they hide everything and make all those other little inky dots look like they belong there. There you go. And then this one here, where do I need to fix up mistakes? Yeah, how's that looking? Pretty. Do I need any more? One more there. Okay, so that's my artisticness stamping. Hi Sharon, hi Lynette, thank you so much for joining me. You're very nice. And anyone else who's there. I can't, oh no, I need the Tahitian Tide. I can't see who's here because I don't know how to log into my other device to look and stuff. So sometimes I stick my neck up like a turkey and look above me to see if I can see people. Okay, now I'm using Charming Sentiments for my sentiment inside my card, which is wishing you everything wonderful. So this is a card you can give to anybody for any occasion. And Tahitian Tide again. Here we go. That's the inside of the card complete. And now I can put away my Tahitian Tide. I also have used Tahitian Tide for the greeting on the front of the card, but I have already done that one because I cut it out as well. Let me put it on the, with the coordinating brilliant sentiments dies that work exactly around the outside of the sentiment. So this stamp set here has 17 sentiments which all have a coordinating die in the die set. I didn't get it out. And the dies also have several other images as well. Really, really great value. That one you get a lot of bang for your buck in that set, and the coordinating dies. Okay, now my card, my basic card is Knight of Navy, my card base. I'll just burnish that. And I've got Tahitian Tide for both of my mats behind my stamped panels. I'll just stick them onto my Tahitian Tide. One there. I love that. I love those colours. I'm not normally a brights person, but I am a blue and green person, that's for sure. And these just work so beautifully together and blend so nicely. And the combination of spritzing and then masking with the ink and the stencil just makes those butterflies so pretty. Okay, this is inside my card. And then on the front of my card, I've got this one, which matches exactly. And the way that you remember to only put glue on this half is I flip it over, line it up exactly, and then use the edge. I think I can just see the edge of where my folded piece is to line up my adhesive. Okay, and then flip it back, and then I line it up with the one inside the card. And there we go. That's that done. All right, now the next bit is a little bit of twine and my greeting and a little flag end to add my twine. There's probably thousands of punches you can use to do this idea, but I was just opting for quick and simple. And hopefully people are so distracted by the gorgeousness of the butterflies they won't notice whether it's uneven or not. Okay, so I'm just going to add some adhesive to the back, which will help me anchor my twine around. And then I'm going to add some twine again, some adhesive again. Choose the bit of the card I think's the least beautiful, stick that over the top, and that enables me to tie a bow easier because it's all stable. And there we go. Like that. And then last of all is my Just For You, a greeting for every season. Put my dimensional and put that inside there and sort out my bow a bit more so it looks prettier. Oh. And I'm done. There you go, Just For You. And I did think about putting some sort of embellishments and bling on my card, but in the end I decided I would just showcase how artistic this great style is. With the spritzing, you can see here I've added more spritzing on this card than that one. And then the masking and the collage stamping over the top. Have a go, you'll love it. It's so much fun. Thanks so much for everyone being here and watching me. I hope you have a go doing this style of card. Bye now.